Good morning, everyone. This is Savana Schultry with Savana on the Spot with Savana Schultry of Om Your Day Yoga and Meditation. And I'm here with Trent May of May Financial. And Trent's going to put me on the spot. And I think he's got something prepared that's a little different today. So we'll see what kind of rabbit hole we go down to today.
Yeah, a little unique today. I'm going to show you some pictures and try to get your insight and some comments on it. First one I actually used for the advertising for the show today. This one right here. Uh, got a cookie, a muffin, a donut, and the yoga instructor is saying, "Find your center."
Yeah.
But I love this picture. But my question is, what does "find your center" even mean?
What does find your center mean?
Yeah, like I have no idea what that would even mean.
Do we
So.
want the Cliff Notes version or the book?
Probably the Cliff Notes version.
Right. So I would say I like to tie in like last week's uh, shows to kind of create some consistency here. And so Anna and I were talking about response versus reaction, and um, she brought up traffic jams and road rage and how how we can choose to respond in those kind of scenarios. And I think like the best thing uh, analogy to use with that road rage is when you choose that calm stance. So in yoga, you'll hear people say grounded, like being grounded. And so what it is Cliff Notes version is being able to remain calm and steadfast and stable in a given situation. So going into like yourself and responding how you would want to respond as your best self. So I would say like that's finding your center. The Cliff Notes version. Of course, you can talk about this for years, but
hmm Oh, I'm sure you could have a lecture series on that topic. So,
yeah. But just being
all
able to
right,
find that calm
okay,
calm within the storm kind of feeling would be like an easy response to that question.
okay, I like it. Thank you. I never really knew what that meant. So, all right, so let's put you back in the mindset of way back
Okay.
when you were maybe just heard the name yoga for the first time, and maybe you tried your first class. What are some beginner's mistakes? What are some things that you see people doing? I'll put that back up there. What do you see people doing when they first start out that you wish you could tell them like don't go down this path or don't do this or don't do that?
um Trying to force things,
Okay.
I think is a big one. um like forcing your breath, forcing your body into a posture, forcing yourself into a pace of the class. um I think that's like one of the biggest mistakes because yoga is all about listening to your body. And I think when you're a beginner, you're taking in so much information and you feel like I want to get it right, so I don't hurt myself. But yeah, like forcing yourself into anything and then not
hmm
asking for help.
I think people feel that need to keep up with those around them. Like, in the gym, instead of, you see people instead of doing like a good weight for them, they keep trying to like pack on the weight because people are watching. And so maybe they'll put on an extra 20 pounds when really they'd get a lot more benefit out of keeping those 20 pounds off. So,
Yeah.
um, I,
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. I would think it'd be the same in a yoga studio where, you see your neighbor down the street doing this pose perfectly, but maybe you're not there yet. So maybe you try something you
Yeah.
really shouldn't.
A very common. Yeah. Well, I know, like, for me, like, I always wanted my breath to sync up to the yoga instructor's instruction. And now
hmm
it's like, I just think like that thought or that mindset that I had as a beginner, it's kind of silly because now it's like, every person's breath is unique to themselves, and also like the situations in which you find yourself in life. So to try to sync up your breath to like instruction, I would just let that one go. Like if anyone's a beginner and they're really just, just let it go and listen for your natural breath, because it really does help you and not hinder you.
Don't try to breathe someone else's breath.
No, it's not a good idea.
All right, last one. Well, play a little, I don't know the right way to say this, GIF or GIF here. And I want you to critique what goes wrong here. I don't know if anything even technically goes wrong, but you would know more than me. So here's the clip.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, I just love the
Well,
cats at the end.
she was doing really good. I was like, this doesn't seem like a fail. And honestly, it's not a fail. I think the only thing that I would suggest is maybe doing it up against a wall
Yeah.
or a bed, because she did really great having her legs out like that. The angle of the camera was a little difficult. Couldn't see like the back of her body so well, but she was doing really good keeping her legs lifted, but she obviously lost balance and flipped over, which can, hurt. So a lot of times you can practice up against a wall or a bed. You can do it even like in a chair. I've seen people do a tripod handstand that way. So just a build before until you've got it down, using that wall as a sense of security.
One thing I thought for sure you would say is to not practice around so many distractions.
Yeah, the cats. I don't know. No, I think distractions are good because we
Okay.
can use them to strengthen our mind. Like you think about being a parent, we use that a lot, right? You got to pick your battles with things. And so, like, I always think distractions can be a good thing because it can. But you see her hips. Yeah. Her hips kind of are like if you look in the beginning, her hips, like she's right here. And then, whoa, like, see how far past her hips, past her neck they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she was. I mean, she has her feet in the air. That's great. You can tell it's a lot of core strength there. But having a wall behind her can kind of give her a sense of how far back she is. Because she
It
probably
seems
doesn't.
like she's doing everything else right. I mean, she's got the cats, she's got the yoga mat, she's got the wine rack. I
Yeah.
mean, she's doing everything else right. She just
Yeah.
kind of needs the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like to discourage people, especially if they're trying something difficult. But yeah, I think that just having a wall or something behind you, or having a mirror, so you can see like how far. So she could see how far her hips were going past the center line of her body would have helped.
And I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for cat videos. That's like the one reason I played that.
Yeah, I have a son that loves cats. I mean, he wants me to adopt a cat so bad, and we got a stray cat in our backyard, and he loves it.
All right. Well, Savannah, thanks for going back on the spot again this week. Um, you're gonna see everyone next week. I will not be on next week, but I'll be back with you all shortly.
Yeah, I'll have a mystery guest.
Oh, mystery guest next week. Tune in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.